Okay, hello and welcome back to Stationeers. 160 days. That's a lot of days. Half a year. Half a year? 360. 80, no, not almost half a year. Let's not do the math and embarrass myself. So I'm almost done with the building that I was wanting to make for the Amy stuff, right? And I think it's good to finish it on camera. So I have two projects that I'm finishing. Nothing changed inside the base besides this locker here, where I put the batteries and the stuff. So I am just finishing this. I'm gonna leave this printing cables because I'm gonna need a bunch of cables. So I have cables, probably more than this, I guess. I'm sorry. I didn't mine a lot of stuff, like make some mining backpacks. I had a lot of pressure here, so I let it out, but then I forgot it opened, so it drained the entire pressure, which is annoying because now it's cooling too fast. So I need to keep this closed and wait for the temperature to rise again. Before I could just make whatever, and it will not cool enough. I think if I leave it open, that will cool too much and then we'll drop just the raw ore. Yeah. Oh, actually I got just in time. But yeah, I forgot and let all the pressure go out. So you keep printing. So power is kind of okay. This is draining almost like the entirety, but this one is keeping full. It never dropped below this. Like this is like 99% full, that's why like that. So as soon as the winds pick up, then it fills up. So, but yeah, I guess I'm on the edge of the power, gonna need to add more. So this is a little place where the aim will enter, right? To stop here. Oh, I forgot to print one chute because you can't connect inlet with outlets, which are annoying. Anyways, so I needed to bring a ladder. I always forget to bring ladders, so I don't have to keep jumping. I don't want this crap. I'm gonna have to. Can I place this upside down like this? So I don't think I can, right? No. Well, so it's gonna be in the roof then. I would want it to be facing down, right, with the charging thing down, but I guess I can't. Okay, so this will be charging. I did some testing and the wireless battery, even the big one, it's trash. I don't know how good this will be for Amy. So you say I leveled this entire area. Took a while to level all this. I still need to level all this part here. But figure it out. So I do have everything I need, to be honest. All this is cabled. All this is connected. The door here is connected. The idea here is leave this open. I'm gonna have to cover this. And then she enters. I close the door. When the door is closed, this thing here will drain a little bit of pressure until it's different enough so it doesn't consider this as like outside and take damage from the storm. I don't know if they ever fixed this bug, but I wanna. Mainly what happens is if you have a room that is a room, like this one is a room, right? And this is another room. But if it's the same atmosphere of the outside, it will take damage inside, even though it's inside is completely sealed. So I don't know if this is still the case, but I'm not gonna risk it. Anyways, so the only thing I'm actually missing is the power here, so that's why I'm printing heavy cables. I'm gonna need a lot of heavy cables to go all the way over there. So what's the goal here? I need to have the receiver from the storm thing, the roof. I forgot about this one. I need to print a housing. I think I have the housing, right? Yes. And I need the ship to control this tire station. So it will control the door. It will this door just open and close. It's just here to... We're not gonna just drop the ores here, and then I think later how I'm gonna deal with the ores. And I'm also going to control this thing here, right, to drain the pressure a little bit. It's not gonna do much. I have the trader there, which is my second project, which I think I can do it. So expand here a little bit. So this will be auction, this will be volatiles, and my plan is to buy fuel for him, right? So he sell fuel very cheap, 20, and then he buy the canister for 7. So I'm gonna buy all 5 fuel, empty, and then sell the canister back to him. I could do the same for auction, and then sell the whatever canister he's missing left. So I have here unloading. Oh, I'm gonna need another chip. Yeah. So this is just to push the gas into here. There's a turbo pump here that will fill the oxygen goes there. You can see here the white here, and then the red goes here for the volatiles, and that will drain the fuel. This one is... Yep, this one is ready. I just don't have the ship, right? So I need to code this. See, power is okay. So it's on the edge. I forgot to place the transformer. I'm gonna need the glass. I would like another cable collar, just in case. I don't think this will be enough cable to get there. Yeah, definitely there's not enough cable to get there. So one chip I have is here. Just to be sure. So this was just a to-do thing, right? So wireless power, room, and then the shoots. So I'm on this, and then the aiming. So I can clear this. So this ship doesn't have anything, right? This ship has the same code as I have on this one here on the roof, right? Crap, let's not mix the ships up. Yes. So I'm gonna do a small change here, right? So on my power where I'm controlling the storm, right? So base storm receiver, yeah, that's it. Then this guy has AMU receiver. No, you won't have the AMU receiver. Because I was going to place on this base, but now I'm gonna place on the other base, so I don't need the AMU receiver, but I need the storm. And the alert. So now this guy goes like this. Okay. I still need to place the... I should start So let me get here at 10, and I see 10. Electron and solder should have then laying around. So this will be for the outside, and then this one will be for the filtration. Do I have housing? Housing, I do. This will be for the outside. Okay. There you go. So I'm going to do the filtration first. So the filtration should be very easy, right? So D0 alias D0 fuel utility alias D1. I always do this backwards. Fuel pump, and then alias filtration dB. Perfect, right? So start yield. I always miss the yield first time I type it. I don't know why. Jump to start. So save on filtration mode 0, so it doesn't run. Perfect. So the goal here is pretty simple, right? So if I have anything on the utility, so load into R0 from fuel utility, if I can type it. Pressure. This does have pressure, right? Yes, perfect. So and then save greater than 0 into a 0 or 0, right? So if there is pressure, I need to turn on the pump. That's simple, right? So I also want to not blow up my small tank. I do have a small tank, I should never blow up, but I'm gonna do a safety here just in case. So loading to R1 from filtration, pressure at the input. Safe is less than R1 40 megapascals. So I have gas, I'm below 40, right? This is enough to turn on the pump. So, and R2, we're gonna use another variable here. So R2, R0 and R1, and they're gonna save to the fuel pump on R2. And then the filtration itself will run if I have anything on the input, which is a different thing, right? So it will be loading to R3, filtration pressure input, safe is greater than 0. R3, so save into the filtration mode R3. So that should be it, right? So if I have anything on the utility, it will turn on the pump. Gonna not blow up the pipes there. And that should move all the gas from the utility to the small tank that I have there. Then the filtration itself, just check if there is anything on the input, and I'm gonna just run. Should I check safety on the other? No, I don't, because I have the pressure regulator and the back pressure regulator as a safety on the output, so I don't need. And that's all I have for the filtration. Now for the doors, or the so we're gonna have the hanger door. Should I do everything with device ID or device name? I have the hanger door. I have the room gas sensor. We're gonna have the power vent. Three things. I'm gonna need to read the receiver for the storm, right? Storm receiver, so it's already 4 things. To the hanger door will never change. The gas sensor will never change. The power vent will never change. This guy, will, I guess I do with device for now. Just to not have to deal with all the hashes and load batch name and save batch name. So alias the. Let's start with the storm receiver, right? So the storm receiver, the 0 alias. So when they detect storm, they need to control the vent, not the vent, the door. Alias hanger. That's how you type hanger. Yes. Door, the 1. And then alias gas sensor, the 2. Alias power vent, the 3. That's it, right? So 4 items. Start yield. As always, I always type yield wrong for the first time. I don't get it. Jump to start. So I'm not gonna do the storm yet because I need the aim, and I need to wait the aim to get inside. So let me think. Load. So the every time the hangar door is closed and the pressure is above X number, I would want to turn on the power vent, right? So that's regardless of the storm. So load from hangar door, open into R0, and then I'm going to load into R1 from gas sensor pressure. So if the door is closed, save if it's equal to 0, R0, R0, and then if the pressure is greater than, so save is greater than R1, R1, I don't know. So Venus is what, 259, so 200. Guess that's enough. I don't want a big whoosh of gas when I open the hangar door. So then save into the power vent on R1, not, and R0, R0 and R1. Yeah, that's it. So that should be pretty simple. So to close the door, when the storm is 1, it's an incoming storm. I would need a different setting though, because incoming storm is just to call Amy. During the storm is where I actually want to close the door a little before, just like I do with the generators. before they storm, like 10 seconds before they storm, I close the door. It will just be easier if I have a storm device, right? So there, instead of having to transmit a bunch of stuff. Give me a sec. Okay, back. I was thinking, I'm not using the storm warning for anything yet, so I can change it now before I start using a bunch of stuff. And I'm gonna do it in a way that I can use the timer of the storm and the incoming and the mode all at the same time without having to do anything complicated. So the storm mode 0 means nothing, right? So nothing. Then mode 1 is like incoming, and then you have the timer as well. And then you have 2 wheres during the storm, right? So if I just transmit the mode, you're gonna have to somehow transmit the timer as well. Instead, what I'm going to do is transmit only the timer, right? So here I'm gonna always transmit 0. Here I'm gonna transmit the timer itself, so if it's 17 it will be 17, if it's 50 or if it's 1, doesn't matter. And then here, when the storm hits, I'm going to transmit always 1. The only thing I will make sure is when the timer is below 10, which is my limit on the transformer, I'm going to always transmit 1. So it doesn't go like 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, and then they storm. I don't know if that will happen or not, but when it's below 10, we're gonna keep always transmitting 1. So in that case, if I want to know if there is a storm, I just check if the value is greater than 0, right? If it's 1, I know that's a storm. And if it's any other number, I know it's almost there. So that's what I'm gonna consider it is. So in that case, I can do my receiver here. So I'm gonna that's not the door control, that's the pressure control. So I need to do all the jumping with the storm and saving all that crap, right? Yes, I need to do. So I would load into R0 from storm receiver setting, right? And then I would say save equal to 0. Branch equal to 0. From I'm gonna have to do like I did with the other one, yes. So jump AL branch if it's equal to 0, which means no storm. R0 to reset storm. Then break if it's greater than R0, R0 branch if it's greater than 10 into storm incoming, and then right, so if it's greater than if it's 0 goes here, if it's greater than 0, so the only thing left here is the 1 to 10, which is mainly considered storm, right? So this will be AL branch, that will be jump AL, right? So to storm. So that way it will go all the way, and then I'm gonna come back here and I'm gonna continue down. Perfect. So reset storm, right? So I need alias. So this part I need to transmit to the Amy, so Amy knows that the storm is coming, so they can come back, right? So, but then I do this later. So storm warning, be on R14. And move to storm warning 0. So reset storm means move to storm warning 0. Also means open the door, which is door control. Gonna need to keep the number. Let me create another variable, alias door state R13, and then move state 1, which is will be open, right? So when I reset this storm, I get my door state to 1 again. So I reset the warning and the door is open. Then when the storm is income, which is greater than 10, right? So I will just call the Amy thing, right? So you don't have, right? So send warning Amy. So to make it go back, right? So it needs to come back to the base. Jump for A. Also, we also want to need to do this only once, right? So first branch, if it's greater than 0, the storm warning, go back to where A. If it's not greater than 0, means the first time we get the warning, so move warning 1 so that we don't do it again, and then we send the thing to MES. And then during the storm, right? So during the storm, which will be below 10, I will then move the door to 0. For now, that would be the only thing it has. So this will continue down here, right? So the door will be basically just saving to hangar door state. Save to hangar door, open door state. Yeah, that's it. Make it easier to see where it ends here. So I'm reading the storm, right? So reset the storm, just go the warning to 0 and then open the door, and that's it. And I need to notify Amy again, right? Yes, that's it. Right, so What else? That's it, right? So I need to make the storm receiver. I need to change the code that handle the storm. I have everything else. Okay, so confirm. Export. So this ship is the one for the filtration. This is for the door. Let's leave the door here. And I take the filtration. It's not seed yet. Not seed yet, not seed yet, not seed yet. Okay. I'm not eating bread all the time, so because of the interval, right? So I made some French fries, also eat the chocolate that was there, and then I made more bread. Trying to do some variety a little bit. I also eat some rice, but then rice is terrible. Just rice alone. So the suit. Okay. Ship. Oh, I didn't left printing the cables. That was very smart. This. The housing. I need the transmitter. I think I can place the speaker for the warning here. Yes. How many cables am I gonna need? Like a lot. Okay, got 50 cable. Let's just see if that's enough. Probably not. So this is off, right? Yes. So I want to have you coming from the next grid side, which will be... This is the edge, right? So it's 1, 2, 3. That's the edge again. That's the annoying part of the game where you have to manually place cables. That's not how you place cables or pipes. I could use the wireless power thing, right, to transmit power into a straight line. That would be helpful. So we're going to be missing like 20 more cables or so. Okay, not missing too many cables now. The filtration stuff, right? So let's not do that. Oh yeah, I need to change this code here. So you... I can just place you there, no problem. Right, so now you're going to ask fuel utility, which will be call computer fuel drain pump. No, fuel drain utility, that's it. And then fuel pump, fuel drain pump, that's it. You should not be doing anything perfect. So if I didn't mess anything up, I can say, hey, give me one. I need to get rid of this poop here. And that should be how it has to it, right? Yes. It's gonna heat up a little bit, but that's fine. Yeah, I'm already draining most of this stuff back to this one. and then splitting, right? So this is getting the volatiles, and this I won't be able to see, but should be getting the oxygen. Optimal painting job there. You don't see anything? Yes. That worked really well. That went really fast. So, one canister. Hey, I've just found this canister. I don't know where. So... run. Give me another one. Look, I found another one. And there's just one more, right? Yes. I actually have to have it in hand. So that's all the fuel here. So he wants 14 more. Well, I'm gonna do this off camera because printing. Probably gonna buy the auction, right? So we have 5 more. And that's a slow process. We already see how it works. It's auction, so I can put here. It will go there. Perfect, fine. Next one. I should went the other way, but it doesn't matter. The house. Oh, I would love to be able to change stuff from the inside. Guess I could put a wall cover over the thing that moves here on the ground.
Waste tank caution.
So is that connected? It is. Done. So then the code is here. There's no power, of course. Did I export the changes? Just to be safe. Gonna run out of gas. There is a storm incoming, which is annoying. I would take the ship out, but now I can't take the ship out. Next weather. Oh, there is a lot of time. Forgot the generator again. Okay, cables. Let's go. So this should be pretty thin, right? Waiting doesn't do anything. Perfect. So pre-storm, I said I'm gonna set the settings on the weather station. Switch transmitter. That's not the one, right? Yes. So that will be called. It's just the name of the transmitter. Doesn't matter. So 0, perfect. So pre-storm, I'm gonna be sending the timing. If it is greater than 10. Yes, so save. This is the on. So load the weather. This controls the large transformer. Then I save into the DB settings just for storing, right? Yes. And branch. So this, I don't need this anymore. Two more and that should be good. So the idea here is saving the transformer, right? First, now we're gonna do a select. Select. The transformers already have the greater than 0. Select into R1. Can I use R1? I can. Okay. From this, so if this is 1, which means it's greater than 0, keep the R0. Oh, I lost the R0 here. Okay, so I need to redo this, right? So this will be R0 with the timer, R1 for the transformer. So the transformer is read on this. So the select works on the R1. This will be this can be R1. Otherwise 1. And then I send R1. Yes. So if the time is greater than 0, I am setting this to 1. If this is 1, it's gonna keep whatever is on the timer. When the timer is 10 or low, this will be 0, which will turn off the transformer, and I wanna always pick 1. When the storm is happening, this is gonna keep 1. And then when it's here, they're gonna keep 0. That's it. Load weather station mode. Yeah, that's perfect. If I'm fast enough, I'll be able to get there before the storm hits, and then I can even test it. Yeah, the storm usually hits at night, and it takes the entire night. Next weather event 1:30. Yeah, it's almost getting here. course gonna have a freaking error, right? Line 30. A 100. Weather stations. Why am I saving the weather station? Come on, what am I doing? Storm transmitter. Weather station. Transformer. Storm transmitter. Okay, just in time. Yeah, 72, 71, 70. Perfect. This is supposed to be sending the power readings from this, but I need another chip. Or I need a way to read this line here, so for now this is just dead there. So let me run. I don't have the cables, we're gonna have to... So I need a reader. Just want to place it somewhere where I can have cables, right? Logic transmitter. Yes. And the storm is gonna hit like in 5 seconds, like 10 seconds or something like this. Don't drop anything now. So, passive. Active. Advanced laptop, hard suit, storm transmitter, that's the one. There's no power here, okay. This is open. Why is this open? I need to close that. And I will be stuck inside the... Because once the storm starts, it closes, there's no way to get out of here, so we're gonna need a manual way of getting out. Gotta think about this later. Let me finish the power on this. I'm gonna just make use of the storm to charge the battery. It's such a waste. I have 2 lines not charging any battery, like those 2 are not doing anything right now. I need 2 more batteries so they can be charged. Anyways, so power. It's better if I come from this. Okay. Ooh, get a ride on the storm. It should charge without blowing anything. So... yeah, I forgot the transformer. It's already full. Okay, now it's closed. I need to put vents here and I forgot the chute here. So, whoa, I got through a storm receiver is on the roof, right? So, compositor, gas sensor, logic transmitter, I need to rename you. Hangar door, gas sensor, power vent. That will lock me in, right? That will be annoying. I mean, I want to test it, but I don't want to be locked in. Well, I guess I'd go through the window. Yes, so this will push a pressure differential here until you get 200. I'm gonna do some start stop and then should stop. Yep. So I hope this is enough to not take damage here. Let's see, the screwdriver is not taking damage. So I guess it is working. Even though all the particles effect still hitting.
Waste tank caution.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say it's fine. This door here, doesn't matter. It's just to avoid all the ores coming to the other side. I'm gonna print something to place here. So the ore stays there. So I need one chute, one or two, one grade here, whatever. I'm gonna leave it open. I'm gonna need to come back anyway. Okay. Almost done. So I print the missing chute that I keep saying I never print. Chute. Thank you. Then I need to rename the transmitter, and that's it. Right? Can I go up? I can. Oh, I forgot the freaking pass events. I need 4 at least. I don't know if we're gonna need pipes. Can I do this? No. Actually, there's a pipe right in the way, so maybe I can. But just to be sure, I can always just bring 2 pipes with me, right? And the storm. The storms always end on the sunrise. And the door didn't open. Okay, so there is a problem in the code. Yeah, this will never reach the pressure. Okay. Why didn't the door open? What did I mess up here? Door state, right? So I should be door state 1, which is open. 0, which is closed, right? Unless the setting on the thing on the roof is wrong. Oh, it shouldn't be wrong. You are not turned on again. Yeah, you are. So you still think there is a storm. Why do you think there's a storm? Setting on this is 0. Yeah, you shouldn't be thinking there is a storm. So the setting here is correct. Storm, which is connected to the storm transmitter, it should be fine. Why are you closed? Holy crap. So, save into DB. Settings, door state. Which is 0. Why 0? Did I miss the jump to start again? Jump to start. Right, so branch AL, jump AL. So it should be coming down here. It is. So reset storm. Reset storm. Warning goes 0. Door state is 1. And go back. So let me say here 11, 12, 13. Why is thinking there is a storm? Oh, it's gonna always jump here. if it's 0, go here. If it's 10, oh, I do need a condition here. Yeah, that's my mistake.
Waste tank caution.
So if it's 0, go here. If it's 10, go here. Then if it's greater than 0, I think I need here. Branch is greater than 0. Or 0, yes. Because it's resetting and then it's setting as a storm again. There you go. No, you should not be trying to push this. Yes, perfect. Details. Okay, I'm gonna call this a win. On the next one, I do start building the aim itself. Need a different color here, so I don't make any poo-poo. Come on. I need to bring a ladder, so I don't have to keep doing Mario jumping. And done. Just need to cover the floor, but that's the last part, right? So I also need to take care.
Critical. Temperature high.
Let's not take long damage. I need to take care of those, right? Yeah, those corners. Which I think you're gonna have to do something like this, right? Yes. Okay, perfect. It's working. So I call this a win. I'm gonna sell stuff to the trader and then tomorrow I guess I do another one. Start training with the Amy. It's probably gonna be more than one. Oh, I need to finish this one. Yeah, I need to finish this one, then I start with the Amy thing.
Waste tank critical.
Alright. That will be it for this one. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.